Every sport, there are important numbers called key numbers. I'll tell you what these key numbers are for each sport and why being aware of them can help you make smarter wagers. First off, key numbers are just simply the most common margin of victory or the most common total combined points scored or runs if we're talking baseball. So for the NFL, the key numbers are obviously 3 and 7. There have been 6,448 NFL games played since the year 2000, and 3 and 7 make up almost 25% of all outcomes. What's interesting is the number 6 has been increasingly a more common margin of victory in recent years. Prior to 2019, it was only around 3% frequency. Now it's up to 6%, and it makes sense for a few reasons. A touchdown, as we know, is worth 6 points. The extra point kick after the touchdown is 1 point, but they increased the distance of the kick after, which has resulted in more missed extra points. But also, teams are using analytics more than ever to make decisions in game. As a result, their teams go for it now a lot more on fourth down, but also the 2 point conversion. This, along with the added distance on the extra point kick, has increased the frequency of the number 6. When we talk about NFL totals or the over-under, there's a lot more randomness when it comes to totals, but 41 and 44 are the two most common totals in the NFL. Now, keep in mind, these key numbers are for NFL and not college football. 3 and 7 are still considered key numbers in college football, but the frequency is a lot less. There's a lot more variance in scoring in the college level. This is important to know because it means the points have less value in college, and that's why we never want to tease college football. NFL spreads are the only thing we should ever want to tease. I've done a full in-depth lesson breaking down teasers and how we want to do them. You can check that out on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. So now that we know the key numbers in NFL, we always want to try and be on the right side of these key numbers, even if it means buying a half a point to get to the key number. Points have more value around 3 and 7. Now, I was going to do MLB and NBA key numbers all in this video, but I'm going to make them individual videos instead because I want to talk more about how to bet around these key numbers in the NFL and values of the half point. But be on the lookout for the MLB and NBA key numbers video. So typically buying a half point will cost 10 cents, a full point is 20 cents, and then so on. But it costs double that amount on the key numbers of 3 and 7. Those are the only times when buying points are worth it, is when it's on the key numbers of 3 and 7. You always want to buy onto a key number and not off it. So for example of what I mean, plus 2.5, buy to plus 3, plus 6.5, buy to plus 7, or what the favorites would be minus 3.5, buying down to minus 3. We don't want to buy off the key numbers. Buying onto a number has more value because you add the push probability into the outcome. So for example, let's say you make a bet for $10 on plus 6.5 and you buy a half point to plus 7 at minus 120. That's risking 12 to win 10. If it lands on 7, you just went from what would have been a loss at plus 6.5 to a push on 7, which in theory saved you $12. This is going from a loss to a push. Now, when you buy off of a number, you go from a push to a win, which would make you $10, but 12 is more than 10. If you're interested in learning more about sports, I run an educational Discord where I have a bunch of lessons on various topics. It's free to join. There's a lot of smart bettors in there all working together to make more well-informed bets. You can join and DM me with any questions you may have. The invite link to join the Discord is in my bio or the description of this video, depending on where you're watching it. I will be posting the MLB and NBA key numbers video at some point later today, so be on the lookout for that one. Until next time, good luck with your bets.